So, end of the day. We've been from here up to the Tan Hill Inn and back, stopped along the way, answering your guys' questions, and done now. We've just had a quiet final hour cruising back, and it was great. It was great. We spent yesterday doing some recording in the garage. We recorded probably about a 40-minute summary of the car so far, and then 50 minutes of questions. I haven't said this to Julian yet, but I don't think we publish any of that. I don't think it really matters.
I think it's irrelevant.
Having been out in the cars today, I mean, the stuff we said yesterday was, positive. It was good. It was kind of engaging with the various reviewers who've said stuff. My takeaway at the end of today is I don't care. I just don't care at all.
You're funny.
I don't. I mean, the car is fantastic. It was just an absolute joy to be out today driving. It drives brilliantly. It looks fantastic. We had so much fun. I don't think we could have had more fun. And all of that comparative stuff, all that stuff we were saying yesterday, I just don't care anymore. I don't want to listen to the recording of it and listen to myself talking about it. It doesn't matter. The car's just awesome.
You're funny. You're so funny. Well, see, I mean, the recording yesterday, it's actually made me recognise when the reviewers are turning around and going, it's like a 911, they're not talking about all the things that most people will be thinking about everything about a 911. But when you hook a 911 up, when you're driving on a 911 and it's on song on the roads, it gives you a sense of feeling where an accomplished feeling. That's what they're talking about. The Morgan does that. It's so good. That chassis
linked up and tuned in, and
is so, the rigidity and the balance. It is
the
just,
steering.
And that plus 6 I had was great. The nitrons really improved it, but it's night and day. It really is night and day. When you're pushing on, it doesn't matter whether you're on those little twisties or the nice long sweeping A roads, and that's when I felt it.
Yeah,
that's when I suddenly went, oh my god, this is.
I think what I said to you over the radio,
my 911, in terms of not just emotion and how it makes you feel, but actual driving.
Yeah.
Actual driving.
What I said over the radio was, we'd finished this stretch. I don't even know how long we were driving for. I just kind of lost track of it. And I said, gosh, being in that flow, where you just lose sight of everything else and you're just it feels like you're communing with the car. And I said, I know it sounds so silly and it's such a trite thing to say, but it feels transcendent. Just that connection to the car, and then through that, the connection to the road was just brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds so silly, but
yeah, you're such a wanker.
I am. I'll own it. It's what I said, and
I get what you're saying, because at one point I stuck my hand out the window, and I was like, yes, because anyone who does a lap time and they hook a lap up on a track and they go, oh, that was so good, whether on a bike or a car or anything like that, it was feeling like that.
Yeah.
And for so much of the time, so my Porsche, I could only get that when I'm really, really pushing on, and challenging me and the car.
And we weren't doing that today.
Oh no, it was just joyous though. Joyous.
So when you said about throwing your hand out the window, I genuinely hooted today, and I don't think I've ever hooted before.
Whooped as well.
And I thought to myself,
whooping, but
I said, I think this is what people say when they mean when they say it was a hoot. I literally hooted in the car, like, oh yeah, like, this is so good.
No, a hoot is a laugh. I'm sorry.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I get.
Well, whooped.
You whooped.
I whooped.
You whooped.
I don't know what I did.
It
was elemental. It was guttural. It was organic, and it was probably pretty embarrassing. I'm glad it wasn't being recorded.
Oh God, yeah. I can't. I've always said about putting Morganness into words. I can't do it, but this is something, again, this actually I could probably put into words. I need to stop and think about it, because it very much is about the mechanics of the car.
It's start and end with transcendent.
You can start with transcendent. I'll have a think about the actual physical elements of the car that are doing this, because you still have all of that Morganness, but there is this something else now, which is just it's a pure ability. We're no longer going, oh yeah, it's really powerful, it's a +6, and it could still do with nitron suspension, and the turning's still a bit off. No. This competes with everything. I mean, this competes right up at its price point with the best driving cars. Seriously.
And I just don't care.
I know you don't. Yeah,
and that's my takeaway.
I do.
In time, maybe I'll want to parse out those pieces, but as an owner. And I think what they want to hear is kind of owners' reflections, not just they want the review stuff, because I mean I want the review stuff for cars as well. But just as an owner, I just don't care.
But surely, isn't it, that's the reviews that count anyway? Are the ones where people are living with the cars and feeling them and understanding them, the goods and the bads. I mean, obviously it's making some funny noises. You know, on the odd occasion I go, oh, what's that? But I've had the car 48 hours, so you know, you get that with all cars. You know, and it. Oh, what a great day.
I think you probably got the gist of it from us on how today went and how we're feeling.
Yeah, that's right.
Lying out here in the sun.
Right next to each other.
Here's my final takeaway, a last kind of thought. Get one, but don't get one alone. Get one with your buddy. It is so much more fun to be doing this together than if it was just me out here or just you out here, you know, driving and thinking about the car.
Speak for yourself, you know.
I mean, I am absolutely speaking for myself, but I'm speaking for you too. You have said today.
Yeah,
it's good to do together.
I think one of the things that we've had with the Q&As is people have been asking about the spec and what you should do and how it felt to other stuff and everything else. And actually, the more the day's gone on, all of those questions are almost irrelevant to compare them against the old cars.
And that's it. I had feelings about those questions yesterday, and today I was like, look, if you want to spec a solid color car with a awful interior, and
you were gonna mention the car that you've seen with that horrible flat.
If you want a flat green car with a red roof and glossy wood interior, honestly, go for it.
Do what you want.
Just go for it. It doesn't matter. It's fantastic.
The pleasure is going to come from just being in that car.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, I think that's enough from us.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today on all of these videos and these posts. Obviously, if you've got any more questions, do let us know in the comments, and we'll do our best to address those down the line. Bye, guys.
Thanks. Bye.